Yo, welcome back. It's Josh and Ross on the mic. Milwaukee brews, we're here to excite. Crack open a cold one, get ready to sip. We're diving deep into the beer, taking a trip. From lakefront to third space, we got the range. Central Water's 3 sheets, they never sound strange. Perspective, new glare, some Morphic in the mix. Foxtown, Black Husky, component, let's fit.
Hello, everybody, and welcome to another episode of Hop Takes here on Milwaukee Beer Review. As always, I'm Josh.
I'm Ross.
And we are back with regularly scheduled episodes every week. We were out last week because I could taste nothing as my entire family got smacked in the face with COVID. So we are back with another beer here tonight on our Hop Takes series, or in our Hop Takes series, or presented by our Hop Takes series, whichever direction you'd like to go. And we've got an interesting one tonight from a little brewery out of Waukesha in Raised Grain. So we've got a beer here that we both picked up a few weeks ago when we were in Waukesha hanging out with our buddy Frank from Milwaukee Wings. Ross, what are we cracking into here on a Tuesday night as of recording?
Just a light, simple 11% Barleywine beer from Raised Grain. This is called Forgotten. So it's a Forgotten Barleywine. This was originally barreled on 9/25/19, and it sat for 52 months in bourbon barrels. The story on the side here says, "Forgotten but not lost. This barleywine has been aging in bourbon barrels since September 2019." So pre-COVID.
Pre-COVID.
Feels like
Yes.
forever.
I had COVID last week.
Ground.
I had COVID last week. This is prior to its existence. To the
I wasn't even married when this was originally barreled.
That's true. You got that's true. You were a year after that. So
yeah.
I guess let's crack into this thing. I'm gonna. This has got a light wax top on it. I am gonna test my might here and see what I can do. And
I played with it before. I wasn't an idiot. So.
My fancy tulip. We do have the same glass?
Oh, no. I got perspective.
Okay. Mine's 3 sheeps. Pouring out darker brownish red.
Like that dark copper amber color, comes out. Almost like a burnt brown sugar.
Yeah. It's got like a bit of a red hue to it, a little bit. Yep. Not a ton of head or even carbonation on mine.
Mine had a lot. I've been more to my pour. Actually, mine's got like little bubbles. It almost seems like a little bit overly like soda carbonated than like a beer, rather than a beer. But
well, let's get a little nose on the Forgotten Barleywine. Interesting nose.
I'm getting a lot of spirit. A lot of spirit coming through. A little bit of that like big dark fruit you get from barley wines.
I'm getting a lot of dark fruit, like almost like tart dark fruit a little bit on the nose. And I'm guessing that's a combination of the spirit and the malts. But it's a very sweet, almost bordering on tart, dark fruit nose.
Yeah, I think the dark fruit a bit more than like sometimes you get that like molasses caramel kind of on barley wines. This is more that dark fruit, stone fruit that's coming out.
Yeah. Mm-hmm. It's got a nice bourbon nose to it though too. Like I'm almost getting like a little like old with the fruit characters with the dark fruit, almost like a bit of an old-fashioned character on the nose, a little bit.
A little bit. I see what you're saying.
Well, I guess find out what it tastes like. Let's try it. Cheers. Interesting.
I'm getting a good sweetness on it. That you normally get from Barleywines, but it's not as much as that like figgy fruitness I was expecting. To me, it's more like a bit like a kind of like a burnt caramel. Is kind of what I'm getting a little bit. And I don't. That sounds actually like a bad description because burnt caramel isn't good. It has like a caramel sweetness with like a char that's built in from the barrel. I guess is more what I'm trying to say. I'm getting. Um, Not a smokiness, but a nice char taste to that, which I think is a spirit really trying to come through.
For a beer that's sat in barrels as long as this one has, I'm actually surprised by the viscosity on it. I think it flirts towards that medium body. Um, I was expecting this to be thinner than what it is, but there's actually some really good malt characters to it, and the mouthfeel is actually pretty good. I wish there was a little more carbonation actually, but I think I'm okay with where it's at from that perspective. As far as the taste though, yeah, it starts off kind of almost like a cherry malt kind of characteristic, and then through the mid palate, you really start to the spirit character starts to shine through. Like I get like a nice little bourbon kick mid palate. For me, it gets very fruity. Like the cherry kind of dark fruit, dark cherry characteristics kick up along with that bourbon mid palate, and it gets very, very sweet to me mid palate, and then it finishes more malty, full bodied out the back end. Like I get more of the malt characteristics and some of the grain out the back. But like mid palate, it's very sweet, dark fruit to me with the bourbon mixed in. It's pretty good. It's unique. It's unique, I think, in the way that that flavor profile develops on the palate.
Yeah. I think it's well done. How long has your beer been sitting out? Has it been out for a while? Or did you just pull it out of the fridge?
About 20-25 minutes.
Not that long. Um, no, I'm. To me, the fruit's more faint. I was just wondering maybe if yours has been warmed up or anything compared to mine. 'Cause I just pulled it out.
Mine only spent a few hours, and I think I put it in the fridge around 4 o'clock this afternoon. We're recording it at 8:50, by the way. So it didn't spend a ton of time. It might not be as cold as yours.
Okay. No, I mean I think it's got some good flavor. I like the spirit note on this. I this isn't what I would necessarily say is a traditionally flavored barley wine, even though barley wine is kind of a very different from brewery. So I don't know if they're really necessarily the tradition, but this is what I would necessarily think of when I think of a barley wine. But with that said, I like the way they give this. I like the spirit note. I like what's on the nose. I think this is well done. I think they did a good job with the one.
I like this too. I like this more than I like it more the more I drink it. I'm liking it more. Subsequent sips, I feel like I'm liking it a bit more. I feel like we've been very spoiled by some really darn good barrel aged barley wines, like Straight Jacket from Revolution. Is probably still the one that's like I compare so many barrel aged barley wines to because that one just hits so many notes so well. I would not say this is on that level, but I would say it's on one of the tiers leading right up to that. As far as like unique quality barrel aged barley wine. So with all that being said, and I just mentioned Straight Jacket, and that's like a 4.5 to a 4.75 beer for me. I'm probably putting this at a 4. I think
Okay.
this is a good barrel aged barley wine. I've definitely had better, and there's some things about this that aren't really my jam when it comes to a barrel aged barley wine, but I do actually really like it. Like I said, the more I drink it, the more I'm liking it too.
I really enjoy it. I got a 3.75. I really like this one. I would definitely drink it again. Only the reason it's at 3.75 is I really, really, really like barley wine. So I'm a bit pickier with them, I think, than most beers. To your point, I wish this had just a little more like fruitiness on my end. Like I'm not getting that so much on the palate. I get a lot on the nose, not so much on the palate. But what's lacking in there is really made up for in that like that good spirit note, that really good kind of just like good char. that's coming off this one. So I really like this. I would definitely get it again. I would definitely drink it again. So, no, well done. Got a half a bottle left to drink tonight. Can't wait.
Woo-woo. And we haven't done Raised Grain solo on the channel in quite a while, so nice to get one of their brews on the channel for the first time in a while. So,
Absolutely.
Raised Grain, Forgotten Barley Wine. I don't know if they still have any of these. It's been a few weeks, but they had quite a few at the tap room in Waukesha. So, swing by, see if they've still got them.
It's still on tap. I just looked before we started, so
Okay.
it is still on tap as of the 16th of April.
Okay. Well, go find it. Good stuff. Check them out and then check us out on the rest of our social media channels. We are on Facebook. We are on Instagram. We are on TikTok, kinda. I got to get that going again. We are on Untappd. We are also here on YouTube, obviously. So like, comment, subscribe. At the time of recording, we are still at 190 subscribers, looking to cross that 200 subscriber threshold. So if you haven't yet, make sure you hit that subscribe button, hit that like button, and hit the little bell icon so you get notified every time we release new content here on the channel. So thank you for watching, and we will see all of you in the very next episode.
Thanks, everyone.